Honey, it's almost midnight. I'm still at the office. Where do you think I can find a supermarket now?
The closest supermarket.
Shut up! Oh, no. I'm talking to Suppositive. I'm not talking to you, babe.
20 minutes later.
Honey, it's 12:30. Where do you think I can find an open supermarket now?
Finding open supermarkets.
Shut up! Hello and welcome to the greatest show that ever was and ever will be. In 1997, the greatest gladiator match was held under the eyes of the whole world. But this time, no sword skills were required, neither was agility. It was an intellectual battle, 2 opponents, 1 board, and a single champion. Reigning world chess champion, highest rated player of his time, the GOAT of chess, Garry Kasparov. Of course, you don't know who Garry Kasparov is. At the age of 22, he was the youngest and the first undisputed world champion. He wore the crown for 20 years. He has the record of winning 15 consecutive championships. The guy broke so many records, insurance companies went bankrupt. Kasparov retired 15 years ago, and he is still the 2nd highest rated player. There was no one better to represent humanity. Hold up! Represent humanity? Is he gonna play chess against dinosaurs? Hey, no need for your silly questions. They've been extinct for 60 million years. Duh. The match was against Deep Blue, a 2-ton giant that performs 200 to 300 million calculations every single second. Calculates 74 moves ahead, while Kasparov's maximum capacity is 10 moves ahead. Stop right there. That doesn't seem to be fair. We all know that computers are far more superior than humans when it comes to calculations. Correct. Now, we know this. Back then, computers were still yet to prove their superiority. In fact, Kasparov himself defeated so many computers before this match, including Deep Blue himself. Or should I say, itself. Not sure how he identifies. Kasparov bragged once, programmers should teach computers how to design earlier. And now, let the games begin. First game, Kasparov wins. Nothing surprising. But the second game, Kasparov felt that he understood how Deep Blue plays. He would bait the computer with a small sacrifice, and the computer is materialistic. After the computer takes, with a small tactic, Kasparov would take the upper hand and checkmates the computer. But this time, the computer refused Kasparov's sacrifice. Enter stress. After the match, Kasparov said only a human would make this move. A computer would never do it. Kasparov here was stressed to the bone. 3rd, 4th, and 5th games ended with a draw, but the final game, and with only 19 moves, the legendary Kasparov lost, announcing a new era of intelligence, artificial intelligence. Some might argue there was no intelligence. Computers just do calculations faster. Deep Blue's only job is playing chess. Its sole purpose of existence is chess. It's not worried about the title it's gonna win, nor the reputation. It doesn't get, let's say, thirsty. It doesn't have to answer the calls of nature. And above all of these, it does not feel stress. There's no psychological factors. It just makes less mistakes. Very sound argument actually, in my opinion. In fact, Kasparov himself said that in an interview. It was a very interesting interview. The link is actually in the description. This argument is actually both correct and incorrect. Machines perfectly play games like chess because they played it so much. For instance, Deep Blue studied 700,000 games before this match. It was well prepared, and during the match, it calculated an astonishing number of outcomes. Through trial and error, it was able to determine the best move. It did not invent something new. Like babies, they try to walk, they fall, they get back up, same thing. You can't say babies are intelligent because they learn how to walk. That's called perseverance. It's try, fail, try, succeed. You can say someone or something is intelligent when it discovers something like, let's say, gravity. Not exactly, but you get the point. Analysis and experiments are two different things. In a closed system like chess, where there's rules and regulations, machines are far more superior. Why? Why? What do you mean why? Are you kidding me? Was I explaining to myself all this time? It's clear enough. You're not focused. Hey, excuse me. Outro music, please. Like, share, and subscribe. The problem is that I like you. Hey, sit back. Eyes open. But what happens if we take AI to a dark forest, aka an open system, a field without rules? What if we make an author robot and just let it loose? Dear AI, go figure it out yourself. Do you think it will write something like Lord of the Rings, or will it fail? And if I'm gonna answer, I must explain. Because, you know, what is an argument without reason? Let's explore how can an AI write a novel. Hey, why are you going that far? An author robot? We haven't gotten to that level yet. Oh, my sweet summer child. That's why I like you. You're pure at heart. We live in a very dark world. What if I told you that this robot, the author robot, already exists? Meet GPT-2. Weird combination of letters. What am I gonna do? That's the name. GPT-2 can... You know what? That's very mouthful and very hard to pronounce. I'm gonna call it Author Robot. Very creative name, I know. This robot can summarize paragraphs, give it a text, ask a few questions, it'll answer. Go to the website, it's actually in the description. Check out the results. It's actually incredible. We're talking about a robot that reads between the lines, understands ambiguous meanings. This is advanced beyond your imagination. At some point, they tasked the robot to write a press report on Brexit. Yes, my friend, imagine that at some point in the future, you're gonna have to take the opinion of a robot too. I imagine robotic rights activists, and I can tell you, the future doesn't look so good. Anyway, the results were not so satisfying. It was confused and incomprehensible. But baby steps. We have a dilemma on our hands. Yes, it has some positive, I'm not gonna lie. It could help in translation or help, for example, lawyers instead of reading all the files of the case. The robot can summarize it for them. But what if some people started using it in the news for their own agenda? Again, do we have enough people with this mindset already? This is serious. Even the company that built it, OpenAI, stated it is still dangerous to release it into the wild. According to the company, the robot might generate misleading news headlines or impersonate people. There's this question in the back of my head. Do we need this? Do we really need this? Oh wait, you know what? Let me grab my opinion glasses. Do we need help in science? Yes, we do. But do we need competition in fields like journalism or literature? Should humans have monopoly on these? Should humans have monopoly on feelings and emotions? In my opinion, yes! These professions require the understanding of good and evil, right and wrong. And we know, at least for now, that computers don't understand these concepts. Will they understand it? I don't know. I don't think so. But it's possible. And if they do, what if they saw us as evil? Will we have Skynet, like in Terminator? There are tons of questions we must explore before making a conscious, self-aware robot. I can go on for days posing such questions, but you can go on and tell me, what do you think of it? I'm really interested in your input. Type it down in the comments. Maybe leave a like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Peace out.